You guys, I don't know about you, but it is a Sabre Bruffy type of day. Grab your feather earrings, shave your head, close your eyes, take your hands off the wheel. I'm ready. Are you? I mean, what is this, Broski Nation? Basically. Let's go ahead and watch a video by Sabre Bruffy on her beautiful YouTube channel. Listen, we all got to start somewhere, but she has 97 subscribers, thriving, monetizing social media who? And this video is called How Affiliate Marketing Unleashes, in all caps, your current offers. We're gonna do everyone a favor and listen to this at 1.25 because absolutely not.
Hello, Instagram. Oh my gosh, I am seriously so excited because I have a beautiful soul sister literally with me who came and found the Wealth Warriors Emporium. So those of you who actually don't know me yet, I'm Sabre, tuning into you from the beautiful Bay Area.
Did you just say the Wealth Warriors Emporium? What in the Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium? I do love those pants. But also, isn't it funny how she's like, literally, I have her literally with me. Is she literally with you?
This is Haley, and I am so stoked to bring this woman on because this woman found the Wealth Warriors Emporium, LLC, just a few months ago, and you know, our community is a community of conscious entrepreneurs who really want to do life and business.
Girl, you don't have to say LLC.
We get to turn our passions to profit, but we don't have to pitch products. We don't have to do sales calls, and we really get to live, you know, this financial location-free life, but then it's also about the time freedom.
We don't have to pitch products because no one knows what products you sell, lady. It's secret water filters. Also, we don't have to do sales calls. Who's going to tell her that's what she's doing right now? You're pitching an opportunity right now. That's what you're doing. What's going on here?
Spaciousness that it actually provides. So Haley herself actually is really at the very beginning stages of her path and her mission of bringing womb reclamation to the world. And she's got beautiful offers. And the reason why she actually came into high ticket affiliate marketing was to completely unleash and unpack her brand and her vision. And like her whole vision has just exploded. And she's got so much to share with you.
Her vision's exploded. Well, I'm sure there's something you can prescribe or get prescribed to take care of that, girl.
First off and foremost, just let us know like how...
First off and foremost, per like such as... Like, I can't.
Leading up to finding the Wealth Warriors community and automated high ticket affiliate marketing, and you know, really why did you choose it? Like, just bring us on a journey of what really led you up to this point and why we're even here today.
Thank you, Sabre. It's an honor to be sitting here with you in your gorgeous red velvet couch. This woman's amazing. This is so great to be sharing. And this is one thing that I just have to say off the bat that I love about this community is that it's actually community. Because it's like the old paradigm, I feel like, of so many coaches or entrepreneurs was like, do it yourself, do it alone, you know, like really slamming your head against the wall.
That's actually what entrepreneur means, ladies.
Trying to like figure it all out, and so this is a huge thing for me to actually have humans that I'm connecting with on my journey. So happy to be here. And yeah, for me, I have to first speak to the fact that I'm an artist and a dancer and a choreographer. This is something that Sabre and I both have shared as a passion, and you know, for me, dance and expression has been a huge...
We've had the absolute pleasure of seeing Sabre dance. You know, just because it's your passion, don't mean you're good at it. Doesn't mean you should subject everyone else to it.
Part of the way that I've really claimed my power, claimed my sexuality after experiences of trauma and really disassociating from my body. So artistic expression has always been something that has really helped bring me back to center. And also something that I'm like, I can never make money at or really do in a way as much as I want.
So does she do OnlyFans too? Because that's what it sounds like. I mean, listen, nothing wrong with it. Do it. Sex work is real work. Get it, girl. Y'all are acting like you're not selling secret water filters. But that is what you're doing. So like, when did those secret water filters come into play, girlfriend? What's going on?
You know, so that's been something that has been a challenge for me as an artist and as a creative. And then, you know, as I've been on the journey leading up to this point in time.
What journey? You know, they say so much. Sometimes like I listen to them or like I'll read what they say. Absolutely none of it makes any sense. And yes, I have to be doing something with my hands because this video is going to be so hard to get through. So yes, that's why I'm putting on skincare. Because dear God, what is going on? My brain just like does not register and like does not compute anything that they say basically. Almost none of it makes sense. Like she wanted to make money dancing, then be a dancer. Be a dancer. But it also sounds like you just like don't want to work, but then you do. And that's why you're on this tufted couch that looks like it's made out of plastic. Why is there a peacock behind y'all? That's a good question.
Have had an extensive path of really healing my body, mind, and spirit through somatic and embodiment modalities, and coming up to a place of realizing that I have a big message and a big offering that I know a lot of people need in this time. A lot of people are dealing with.
I have a lot of questions. First and foremost, how dare you? What was any of that? What did any of that actually mean? I feel like my brain is broken. These people like aren't human. These are aliens. It's like they used a thesaurus for every word.
A lot of people need in this time. A lot of people are dealing with complex trauma, are dealing with many experiences that they don't know how to digest or be with in order to live a more quality life. And so it was right as COVID began, I had been actually burning the candles at both ends, doing different certifications as a health coach, as an embodiment guide, as a JDA teacher and sexual empowerment facilitator. So doing all of this work while dancing with a company. COVID hit. Yeah, it was a lot. I was like, I'm Superwoman, and then I burned out. And like, okay, she can't always do all the things. And so, yeah, and then COVID hit, and like the rug was pulled out, because also how I was making money at that time was as an entertainer for the corporate world. So I was doing all those trainings, dancing with the company, and then working the weekends as a corporate entertainer and party entertainer. Like a lot of creatives do, is just like doing the corporate jobs to make money, even though you're really not getting paid very much. And so all of that was taken away when COVID hit, because there's no more parties.
I think what she means by the corporate jobs is, and you might be like, Chelsea, why are you pointing this out? This is just really interesting, because I think she's like using the word corporate to try to like trigger you of being like, oh, I was in the corporate world. No, you weren't. Like hired by a vendor for these events that organizations, corporate companies, whatever will put on. You were not in the corporate world. That's not what you did. You were like on the entertainment side, and that's, I don't want to be like, that's it, but like that's not the same thing.
And I hadn't really gotten to the point with my soul purpose offering to launch it or be ready to make it happen.
I hadn't gotten to the point with my soul purpose offering. We're only 5 minutes into this. What are you talking about?
And so I needed to move out of the Bay Area and move in with my partner, who was in the cannabis industry. And I had been working for him also on the side during these years to scrap together to try to make ends meet. And during that time of COVID, I was completely depressed and distraught, and my health was horrible. I was really unhappy because I was not dancing. I wasn't bringing forward my work in the world. And I realized that I was completely dependent on my partner for my financial security, and actually was making a fraction of what he was making. And there was an awful power dynamic of being in a relationship with somebody who's my boss and who's making more than me. And
drop a 2 in the comments if you relate to that one.
I don't recommend it.
No.
working for your partner is not great if there's not an equal dynamic. Mm-hmm. And so I was just like,
so it's not okay for your partner to make more than you, but then it is okay for you to make more than them. How about you just understand that money is a made up concept, and the value that we assign it is what I mean. But also, like, how about you not be insecure? Some people make more money, others don't. You're a team. It's okay. If you think there's a power dynamic because one of you makes more money, what? Technically, I make more money than my husband. Do you think there's a power dynamic? No. I'm still the primary parent because I want to be, and because his job is the absolute worst, and I don't want to do that. Like, what? His job's not awful. He's great at his job. He's amazing. He is a wonderful father and husband and best friend and roommate and dog dad. Wiggum loves him. But like, if there's a power dynamic because your partner makes more than you, that's a relationship issue. And that's not going to change if you make more money. These people are weird. I don't like it. Also, I love how she's like, drop a 2 in the chat. Girl, you know no one's watching this. What? There's 0 comments on this video.
Working for your partner is not great if there's not an equal dynamic. Mm-hmm. And so I was just like, towards the tail end of COVID, I was like, if there's 2 things I'm super clear that I have to change, is I have to dance because my spirit felt like I was dying. And the second thing is I need to be financially sovereign. First and foremost, actually, that was first and foremost. I need to dance, and then I need to bring my soul purpose work into the world. This thing that I've been training and learning and gathering tools for the last 15 years that's like literally bubbling up inside of me, this message, this call, this purpose that is inside of me, like I have to let it out. And so when I found Sabre and the Wealth Warriors was in this scramble of putting together my first course of womb embodiment for women and for womb ones to heal their ancestral trauma and personal trauma and really understand how to transform pain to pleasure, which has been my personal journey. And I was like,
hey, so she's not a therapist. She's a dancer. She's not qualified to talk to you about your trauma. Get a therapist. Don't join the womb warriors. Get out of my womb. Can we not like name things after body parts?
I was watching all these marketing videos from men that were like, charge $5,000 for your course, charge $10,000 for your course, like the more the better. And I was like, yo, I don't want, the average woman who's dealing with pain in her body and pain with sex and pain.
Dealing with pain in her body, pain with sex, pain with whatever. Girl, I love your pants. I love those. You know what I don't love? Using your own experience as justification for you being qualified to talk to other people about this. Talk to other people about it, sure, be vulnerable, whatever, share stories, feel connected, all that. But when you're using that to monetize whatever you're doing, and you're not a therapist, you're not a psychiatrist, you're not a psychologist, what are you doing? Like, just because I have experience going to treatment, going to rehab, and, being sober, well, let's say clean from certain things, doesn't mean I'm going to like suggest for people to do things or go somewhere or whatever. Whenever anyone has tried to talk to me about that, I'm like, you should go see a therapist, go to a psychiatrist. Like, don't talk to me about it. I'm not your therapist. But you're asking them to spend like $3,000, $5,000 on a water filter set and to join your team and for Facebook ads. So what's the difference?
Every day to want to do my course, but she doesn't have 10 G's to throw down. Like, that's not values aligned for me, and that's not within my integrity. And so it was when I saw my dear friend's post talking about how she was so stoked to be part of a community where she's making money, where there's a high ticket offer, where there's an automated system, where there's leverage, where there's willable income to your children. I was like, what is this? And I watched
Livable income to your children. Doing what? Selling water filters? No, because you haven't even talked about that yet. Like, you would think that Sabre Bruffy's selling feathers with how little she talks about the water filters and how often we see her doused in feathers. I do love a good feather.
A webinar with Sabre and was like, this chick is dope. Okay, I can relate to her. She's an artist. Like, she is a badass. She's a boss bitch. Like, these are the people that I want to surround myself with. Like, these are the people that I want to listen to.
That's what you get from watching her? That's what you get? That's what you receive? That's what you perceive? Twerking in cobblestone streets? In front of a Swedish palace? That's it?
And so it just made a lot of sense for me to come on board.
Yay, that's so powerful. So...
Yay, that's so powerful. Thank God you're done talking. Now, more about me. And we're only 8.5 minutes in. How are y'all talking for this long? Do her earlobes hurt? Like, I know they're feathers, but like, how heavy are those things?
Haley has had such a huge journey that's like so many layers, right? Like from our own offerings, like COVID, creativity, like burning the candle at both ends. And there's just so much to unpack here. But I'm curious, like for you, what was your like initial resistances? Because I think that, we do this as entrepreneurs where we are doing so much because we have a big vision, we have a beautiful offer we want to share with the world. You really want to help women, so you're doing whatever you can to do that. And I know a lot of women don't want to get off track of that, and they know and it's true, you every business you can create to have amazing impact, right? But as a one woman show, unless somebody really has the full capital to just create the systems and create the whole automation and all the leverage, all these things from the ground up, it's really tricky. So I think that the resistances that a lot of people have in diving into high ticket affiliate marketing is they don't want to get off course. Mm-hmm. And I think, and also there's a big stigma because what we do is we don't do any reach outs, it is all automated, but a lot of people don't really understand that because it's so different than everything else out there. Mm-hmm. So I guess what was the initial resistances that you had in finding and learning about this space, and how did you really lead yourself through that of how you're okay, this is actually what makes sense and it's actually going to be more efficient for me?
Yes. I'm so excited that you asked this question because for me, it was, those resistances did happen. And one of the things that really got me to push past that was the fact that this was using attraction marketing. Because I'm like, boom, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want to do in my personal business. Like, you know, for my offerings. I don't want to be like, please, like, take my course. You know, I'm like, yo, what I got is magnetic already. Like, I just want to learn how to be me more fully. And that's the thing, like, doing all the different courses and trainings that I did, they didn't teach about attraction marketing. They didn't teach me how to market myself as an embodiment guide or as a somatic educator or even as a sexual empowerment leader in the Jade Egg movement, all of that. Like, they didn't teach me the business tools.
Sexual empowerment leader in the Jade Egg movement? Girl, sticking jade eggs up your cooter? What is going on? Honestly, that makes sense. That makes sense. These people are super goopy, Gooptown, USA.
And so when like I came into this offer and I found out more about it, I was like, oh wow, I get to actually learn how to do that. That is actually going to feed my personal business. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, the resistance actually didn't come too hard for me. Like, there's been different moments that it's come up, but it's just made so much sense along the way. And the main ways that it came up was like the money that I've invested to be a part of this. And
verywellhealth.com says there is no evidence that jade eggs do anything helpful when placed in the vagina. There is actually some suggestion that they could actually cause infection, get stuck, or possibly damage the pelvic floor. In fact, in 2017, Goop was ordered to remove unfounded health claims about jade eggs from their website. I'm not trying to get anything stuck up there, okay?
You have to invest into anything you're gonna do. If you want to make money, you have to spend money, and that's just the name of the game. And anybody who has money knows that. That's the thing. It's like anyone who has money, they know you have to spend it to make it. And so that's been a big thing of getting over that hurdle. And
my neighbor's dog, Bear. My neighbor's name isn't Bear. My neighbor's dog's name is Bear. My neighbor's name's Rachel. She's great. Love her. Her dog has separation anxiety, and I love him so much. And I'm about to like make a hole through the wall, like the Kool-Aid Man, so that I can love on him whenever he is sad that she's gone. It makes me so sad whenever I hear him. I love him. It's not annoying or anything. Also, she has to deal with this crying baby next to her wall. So everyone knows that you have to spend money to make money. You know where you don't have to do that? The one place that y'all refuse to go. A real job. Also, even with like YouTube, you don't have to spend money to make money. I mean, you most likely already have a phone. Like, everyone has an iPhone. Obviously not everyone. I know, calm down. But the majority of people have an iPhone, have a smartphone, whatever, have a camera on their phone. You don't need this. You don't need a mic. If the content's good, people will stay. Guess what? My content's hardly good. Have you seen the unedited? Whoa, I can't speak. There we go. See, Exhibit A. Have you seen unedited footage of me? Have you watched a live stream of mine? Absolute garbage. Without my editor, I'm not funny. So yeah, I mean, I spend money on that and this, and I've had this camera for 75 years and a ring light, but like, girl, you just stand in front of an open window or like one without curtains or blinds, whatever. Or, you know, get a real job. You don't have to spend money on a real job. You can just get a real job. Crazy. The hoops they jump through, the mental gymnastics that they do, the double speak that they do is insane when you could literally just get a real job. Then again, who's gonna hire Sabre? A feather factory. That's who would hire her.
If I want to be a rich bitch, then I need to invest in myself, and it makes sense to invest in something that has been proven and that has worked for literally thousands of people and thousands of people that are like me and that are doing things like me. Mm-hmm. And so that has been something that just...
That inner fire, girlfriend, might need to go to the doctor. That could be chlamydia. Let's hear it for the clap. Is the clap chlamydia or gonorrhea? I remember in high school, like, everyone got chlamydia one year. Who cares? It's curable. Be safe.
Through those things, because what I want and that highest and best version of myself is more powerful than anything that's gonna pull me away from that. And being surrounded by people like yourself who are also doing that gives me more power to continue to do that for myself.
It's so powerful. I love that you didn't have a lot of resistances to it, because like...
That's so powerful. Is it, Sabre? Because I literally just blacked out. I didn't, but like, basically. Like, what are y'all talking about? So many questions. What are you sitting on? What you wearing? I do like their pants. I'm a sucker for those type of pants. Because when I wear heels with those type of pants, it's over for these bitches. I look so good. Because I'm about 3 feet tall, so still taller than Isabella, though. Feathers, pants, what are you wearing? What are you talking about? Trauma bangs, what are you doing? What is this filter? These floating bubble filters you have on your thing. But she's like so good at social media, right? 2008 called it once it's aesthetic back.
I mean, for me, it was like some stuff came up. Like, I was just like, like, of course I wanted to make sure, like, is this legit? Is this like, for me, in my own limiting thoughts at the time, I was just like, okay, like, even if this doesn't work, like, I have a global community of conscious entrepreneurs, which I was so thirsty for at the time. Like, as we were talking about, as you dive into entrepreneurship, it's almost like the more your business grows, the lonelier it gets. And like, that was where I was getting to. So that was like a huge benefit for me. And, you know, the product was cherry on the top of the whole cake, ice cream, whatever you want to say. But then there was also the skill sets that you're learning. Like, I knew that, like, learning attraction marketing, learning how to brand myself, and really sharing my story, like,
Girl, she's gotten like, I want to say we're like, what, halfway through watching this video, and she's gotten like 4 pretty common, like, normal sayings completely wrong. Yet she's a very skilled public speaker. No, she's not. No, she's not. At all.
Those skill sets nobody can take away from you. And like, that was the missing link for me when I had a creative business too, that like, I was like, okay, these skill sets are going to be successful in anything. And even still to this day, like, these skill sets have taught me, I mean, people pay me to like teach them these skill sets that I've learned here. Like, I literally made like $15,000 just this month of people that are reaching out to me because they see like how great I am at marketing. But that was not me 3 years ago, you know, and I learned it all here. And so in my own limiting space that I was like, okay, even if this doesn't work.
I don't think Sabre knows that being like loud with like how she dresses and how she acts, and in my unsolicited opinion, obnoxious, and literally peacocking. She has peacock feathers behind her as well, which is just kismet. Kismet, what am I, 80? Ugh. Doing all that doesn't equate to her being good at marketing. Ma'am, you are insufferable. You're not good at marketing. You're just annoying. Clearly not good at marketing. Your social media sucks and your engagement rate sucks. So like, are you good at attraction marketing and attracting people? Because your engagement rate says otherwise.
That was a no-brainer, you know? And you're right, like, we do have to like know that it takes money to make money, and there's a big difference between like spending money and investing money, and there's a big difference of like bad debt and good debt, you know? Mm-hmm. Whereas like good debt is something that's actually going to have a return on investment, like an ROI, whether it's money, and also a return on energy. That's right. You know, is it going to free up your energy, and is it going to upgrade your lifestyle? A return on life.
A return on life? That's not the same thing as a return on investment. Ma'am, you can't just make up new definitions for stuff.
What's our most valuable asset, right? It's like our freaking life. So yes. The bad debt is
This is one thing that's interesting, though, is that they really manipulate not only people, but these types of definitions and the meanings to things, because they want to then be able to be like, oh, if someone comes to them and they're like, hey, I haven't made any money yet. Like, you were talking about return on investment. I haven't gotten that yet. And they'll be like, oh, well, but your life has improved. It has, I promise you. Like, you're so different, blah, blah. And then that's when the self-help comes in and the mindset and blah, blah, blah. I'm so close to the camera. Can I calm down?
You know, spending the money that you don't have for the bills that are just going to keep on rolling. If you just get, it's this endless trap. And I think that a lot of people have a big hesitation on like investing in themselves because they don't really see the separation. You know, most of us weren't taught. Like, there's a book, you guys, called Rich Dad Poor Dad from Robert Kiyosaki. I highly recommend everybody download it. It's free on YouTube. You can listen to it. But, you know, it really shows that most of us were not taught how to actually have money.
Rich Dad Poor Dad, don't read that. Just like the Money, a Love Story, it literally like tells you to get into network marketing. And that's the worst financial advice anyone could basically ever give you.
Work for us. We just have this, like, we have to work for money, and it just keeps us in this loop.
Yes.
So, you know, which is why we hustle, or we think we have to hustle as entrepreneurs. That's why we, you know, create these programs. We think that's what's going to set us free, but that's not actually how it works. No millionaire got like financially free from their programs. What they actually got financially free from was actually using money wisely. That was actually what it was. And then they have other offers.
What you're saying is false. Like, what are you talking about? No.
Because they have freaking money and they know how to have money work for them. So it's a whole different paradigm. So
yes.
It's a whole different paradigm. Not to sound so dumb. You're just saying words. Sabre Bruffy. Just saying words. If y'all know anything about like filming or production, or if you watch any like rewatch types of podcasts or anything like that, like Candy Bag Alts, like I feel like she just has like lines that you could just like pick out of like a hat or something. It's just like one-liners. Same thing. That's like what Boss Lee used to do. My God. I mean, that's what all these people do. a different paradigm, time freedom. Don't trade your time for money. You have limiting beliefs. You got a stinky butt, go wash it.
I think that, for people who are watching it, whether it's on live or on the replay, like, what is your piece of wisdom that you have for somebody
For people who are watching this, 30 views in 6 months.
who is looking at this as a potential way for them to really step into the next level of their brand, their business, their legacy. Maybe they don't even know what kind of legacy I didn't know what the hell a legacy even was when I came into this space. But for somebody who knows that there's another layer for them, but maybe have some reserves, maybe they're like, oh, I don't know, is this going to be like another one of those things, when we know this is very different than traditional styles of affiliate or network marketing. Yeah.
This is very different from traditional styles of affiliate or network marketing. That's because it's not affiliate marketing. And it also is the same as network marketing. It is network marketing. It is not affiliate marketing. You just call it that because you want to act like it's so different when it's not.
But for the person who has those reserves, but if nothing changes, what is the piece of wisdom that you have for somebody in that space?
Yeah. I would say it really comes down to how much do you want to live a life in your personal power and authority? Because
how much do you want to live your life in your personal power of authority? What does that mean? If you want to be in control of your life, guess what? You are, unless you're in a cult, which they are. So
that we are existing in a world where right now we have to have money. We have to have money to exist.
We live in a world right now where we have to have money. Girl, it's always been like that. You've always had to have money because things cost money. What are you talking about?
And that's not going to change probably anytime soon. And so in order to have this actually very beautiful thing that you can do you can do anything with, you can literally do anything with this one thing.
You can do anything with this one thing, which is what? Is it secret water filters? Why are they keeping these water filters so secret? They don't need to do that. It's not Watergate.
Money, which is fabulous. If you truly want to live a life where you have the inner power and authority to guide and direct your life based on your deeper desires, based on who you came here to be, based on what you want to experience, you're going to need to have money. And if you want things to change, you can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. Mm-hmm. And so ultimately, what it comes down to is the life that is calling to you, because I think we all have that. We all have something inside of us that's calling us into a bigger, better, more ecstatic, creative, beautiful, expressed, luxurious version of ourselves. And in order to get that, that has to be stronger than the part of us that is scared and wants to keep doing the same thing.
Do you think behind their ears is super crusty? For people who sell secret water filters and have super pure water, these girls look stinky. They really do. I bet y'all got potato flakes in your ears. Ugh, gross.
And so it's really a matter of you just stepping back and being like, what's stronger? What's stronger inside of me? Is the fear stronger, or is the pull to be living in my inner power and authority where nothing can actually take me from that? And having financial sovereignty also is another way of saying power and authority. If you look it up, that's what it means. So having financial power and authority gives you the ability to guide and direct your life. So I think
it's giving they don't pay taxes.
Really step back, I would say, and have a conversation with yourself. And if you're ready to be at a point where you're like, I'm done. If this is your line in the sand moment where you're like, no, I'm done playing small. I'm done, playing into stories or behaviors or limiting beliefs that are keeping me living a half-ass life.
Yeah.
Is really what it comes down to, because this opportunity is available for anyone. And that's what I love about it, is seeing the hundreds of thousands of people that are used to live in their car, or didn't know how to save a picture on their phone, or were in thousands of dollars of debt, who are now making six figures and thriving. And so
group of people you got there, girlfriend, people who don't know how to save a picture on their phone, people who live in their car, people who are thousands of dollars in debt, people who don't make six figures. What? People who don't like shrimp. People who wear feather earrings. People who have a phone charger that is splintered and broken. People who wear Elmo pajamas as pants. People with hot Cheeto fingers.
That was a thing for me of like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. And I want to be part of a movement of people that spreads this and offers this to more people. And so that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Thanks for listening.
That's why we're here. No, wait, what is why you're here? Because you still haven't mentioned the water filters. Sabre, I swear to God, if you don't mention the water filters, I'm gonna burn this place to the ground. Which maybe I should stop saying that because this apartment complex like tests their fire alarm at least once a week. We have a like resident group chat. Not everyone's in it, only some people, but like multiple of my neighbors who I'm friends with have been like, should we just mutiny? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, I feel you. I get it. Also, a little hidden update for y'all, because I don't like to like talk about it too much. We just put an offer in on a house. I'm really excited.
Who, are really ready to shine. Like, I know that anytime that I come here and I do interviews with people on my page, like, it's never to just explain to you what I do. We have webinars for that, which, by the way,
it's never to explain to you what I do. Well, you got that right, Sabre, because you never explain what you do. As far as we know, you're just selling belly button lint, bottling up your farts in a jar and selling them, selling butt cheek photos. What did I say our community name was? The Hemorrhoid Honeys?
Or if you're watching this in a group or a podcast, just reach out to the person whoever shared this with you, and they will share with you the free training on how this all works. The purpose of us coming on and to share is to really share possibilities, like really showing what's possible. And it's really cool to see people like Haley is at the very beginning of her journey, like not only in like her entrepreneurship realm, but like even just in this specific business. And I know I bring
entrepreneurial realm. If nothing changes, nothing changes. It's a different paradigm. You have to spend money to make money. Living your authentic self. Putting peacock feathers up your butthole.
Especially some people see me and they're like, oh no, I could never be like that. It's like, like everybody started somewhere. People see you and they're like, oh, I could never be like that. Girl, it's not because they want to be like that. Because they don't want to be like that. It's just so funny that she's like, I make this much money from network marketing. And like her social media is trash. That's how she markets her opportunity and like gets her business. Just getting started, because you can hear the fire, you can hear the passion, you can hear the like, almost like the veil's been lifted where they're like, oh my God. It's like you finally see like the things that you've always wanted to accomplish. You finally see that they're actually possible so much faster than we were like trying to make happen, like spinning our wheels, So if you're wanting to stop spinning your wheels and actually work smarter, not harder, and really tap into a done-for-you business model and get paid to be you and start building something that really belongs to you and start building something where money can actually start working.
Something that actually belongs to you. You don't set the prices. You don't sign the paychecks. You don't own anything other than paperwork for whatever business entity you created, which I still cannot get over that she said LLC at the beginning. It's iconic. That's hilarious. I'm not going to say the name of my LLC, but which is just really funny. She said LLC. S Corporation. She probably doesn't even have it set up as an S Corp because she most likely doesn't actually make a lot of money through it.
Obviously, it's not going to happen right away. You just don't just come in here and money falls from the sky. It's a business, but it's an asset. Now, the difference between an asset and a liability, which is why I dropped the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's going to teach you about this. But a liability is something that's just going to continue to cost you time, energy, and money, Something that's going to continue to cost you time, energy, and money. You mean like the that you're shilling, lady? Which is not secret water filters?
You don't make money.
If you're no money. If you're fucked, then that's a liability. Now, if you have an asset is something that, if you've built it up and have gotten it established to a space that it actually allows you to really create that true freedom, and it is possible for everyone. But the ironic piece of it is like just the conditioning, what we've been doing.
If it was possible for everyone, the income disclosure statements for multi-level marketing companies would not look like they do. It is not possible for everyone. It's not attainable for everyone, and it sure as heck ain't sustainable for everyone either. So calm down. I really wish the peacock feathers were part of her outfit.
Because you see a particular pathway and a roadmap, and we have that roadmap and pathway for you. And I'm so excited for you to learn about it. So again, just drop or tag whoever's page you're watching this on, just tag the person or tag whoever invited you to whatever group or podcast you're listening to this in, and they'll send you the free training that's called How to Create Wealth Being Yourself on social media.
Whatever group or podcast you're listening to this in, who put this on a podcast?
So you can learn how all this works.
So that you can learn how all of this works. Weren't you supposed to teach us how affiliate marketing unleashes your current offers? What? What's that even mean? Nothing. That's what it means. Isn't it crazy how they're always like, we're going to teach you how to do this, but also talk to the person who sent this to you and then they can teach you how to do it. Oh, but also you have to sign up first. Then you also have to join Boss Lee's accelerator program. I'm done with this. This girl sucks. I kind of want to get into her closet though. It's probably so weird. Listen, this is trash. Just like their secret water filters that they still never talk about. It's wild, man. It's so wild. At what point do they talk about the water filters? Do you think they even use them? Does she work at a feather factory? I want to work there. Don't fall for this scam. High ticket affiliate marketing. Scam, scam, scam. If you don't have an audience, you're not going to make money sharing affiliate links. For instance, these are the Kiss Falscara lashes, the brown ones, the brown wispy ones. Mocha wispy? I don't know. Mocha wisps. And I'll have those linked down below. It will be an affiliate link that I do make a small commission off of. Still make commission off of it. You can click that link and I'll get monies. That's affiliate marketing. Notice how I mentioned what I'm getting paid for? Also your views and engagement and all that, but like specifically regarding that. Notice how I didn't have to put on feather earrings and a crop top and smack my booty cheeks on cobblestone streets. Subscribe, like, and comment all those things. Say a quick prayer to the flying spaghetti monster that our offer on this house is accepted. I hate living here. All right. You're the best. Your butt looks great. I'm very proud of you for whatever you're doing. If you even got one thing done off your to-do list today, I'm so proud of you. If you didn't, that's okay. Go take a nap, babe. I'm about to go take a nap. You're doing great. Have a good rest of your day. Be kind to yourself. If you're not nice to yourself, guess what? I'm going to karate chop you in the butthole and not in a good way. Okay, goodbye. Well, that was unhinged. But you know what? We all can't be hinged. What am I talking about?